Hey everyone, it's Karen with the Yes Please Paper Crafts. So in this video, I'm going to be creating a scrapbook layout for Pinkfresh Fridays, which is a YouTube hop where a bunch of us scrappy YouTubers get together once a month to create a project using only Pinkfresh Studio products. So for this layout, I'm going to be using a collection called Oh What Fun, and it's a Christmas collection. And I want to try to see if I can do this really quickly because I don't have a lot of time to do this video. I have had a lot going on this past week, and so I just really don't have a ton of time to go back and do a voiceover and edit the video. So I'm going to try to do this a little bit differently, so hopefully this will work out okay. I did do a little bit of prep work ahead of time. I cut down on my papers, and so I'm going to get started by talking about the sketch that I'm going to use for this layout, or that I'm going to use for this layout. This is a sketch from Page Maps. It's from January 2022. And if y'all have not heard of Page Maps or you don't know about this, I'll put a link in the description below where you can go to find this. These are free sketches that you can use, and they have some really amazing sketches. It's one of my favorite places to look for sketches when I want to use one. And so this one is super cute. And I love that it has the little dogs on it. Now I am doing a Christmas layout, but I still am going to be using pictures of dogs. It's not my dogs. It's actually my sister and my niece's dogs. And the picture was taken at Christmas, so that's why I'm using a Christmas collection. But I think this sketch is super cute. It has these little circles here and circles around, and then quite a few different patterns of paper. And I love using pattern paper and trying to mix and match the patterns and still make it look good. And so that's what we're going to be doing with this layout. I'm super excited. Okay, so this is my picture that I'm going to use. This picture was taken at Christmas. We went to Christmas Eve at my niece's house. She had her and her boyfriend just bought their first house, and so that was really exciting. So she hosted Christmas there. And this is my niece's dog. His name is Knox, and my sister's dog, it's Ashley, his son or grandson, I can't remember, but this is Apollo, and they're both Huskies. And at Christmas, they both got a lot of toys, but Knox was very protective of his toys, and so he was watching over his box of toys there. And he was just like, this is mine. You know, and y'all can't even come look at it. So every time the other dogs would try to go over there, he was just not having any of it. And my niece's boyfriend has a German Shepherd, which he's not in this picture, but I just think this picture is really cute. And I love that it had the reds and the blues, which is perfect for this collection from Pinkfresh Studio. Okay, so I did mat this picture with some white cardstock and then with the paper. It's kind of like a blue and white geometric print. And I think that's really cute. So we're going to start with this picture. And then I did go ahead and cut out some circles. These circles were cut out using this Creative Memories circle cutter. And I did use a 4-inch measurement. So these are 4-inch circles. I have 2 of those. And then I punched out some circles from one of the papers. There's a paper that is in this collection that has a whole bunch of these little designs on it. And I just used a few paper punches that I have. These are some paper punches from Stampin' Up! And they're just different circles in different sizes. So I think I used a 1 3/8 inch, a 1 inch, and 1 1/4. I can't really remember. I was just using different punches trying to figure out which ones would work the best for the design to cut that design, the different designs out. Okay, so I used the pinches to do that. Okay, and then this was another paper that was in this collection, and it just had a whole bunch of these postage stamps, and I cut a border strip of that paper. Now there's really not a border here in the sketch, but I did change the sketch up just a little bit. So instead of having this little piece here, I'm going to go all the way across with that. So there was a little piece of paper here, but I'm going to use it in a different way, and I'm going to go all the way across. And one of the reasons for changing up the sketch is because I'm using a 4x6 photo that's going to stretch across, and they're using 2 smaller photos. And so I'm just changing up the sketch just a little bit. I also did cut out a few things from a paper that was a cut apart. So I have two little pieces that I cut from a cut apart. And I love the bright pop of red that this is going to bring to the layout. Okay, so here's the paper that I cut out for this piece right here in the background. Now it has some journaling here, but instead of doing this little journaling spot, I am going to use this little card right there in that spot. So when you're using a sketch, you don't necessarily have to follow the sketch exactly as it is. You can change it up to make it suit what you're doing and to fit your layout. Okay, one of the things that I also did with this paper was I made sure to cut the paper so that this little sentiment right here, which says "Make a Christmas Wish," is going to show up at the top above my photo. And so you do want to pay attention to the paper and the pattern on the paper and the design of the paper when you're cutting it out, to make sure that you don't do something weird like cutting out this and cutting the words in you know, just making it look a little strange. You want to just pay attention to that when you're cutting your paper, making sure that you do cut it along with the design. Okay, and then for the background, I'm going to be using a piece of white cardstock. So this is just a piece of white cardstock. Then I took this paper, which is a blue paper that has hexagons, that has a design on it. I decided to gut the paper because I think it's really a cute paper and I wanted to save some of it. And so I just took my paper trimmer and cut out the inside of that so I could save that for another project. And then I have this paper here, which is, let's see, this is a 10 by 10. This is a 9.5 by 9.5. Then this paper here is a 4.5 by 10 1/4 inch. And I think I'm going to probably do something where it's like offset. And I told y'all the dimensions for that, which is 4 inches. So those are all the dimensions for everything that I have cut out for this layout. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the embellishments and the collection that I have here. If you'd like to see more about how I store and organize my collections, my scrapbooking collections, I recently did a video as part of a YouTube hop called Let's Get Organized. The very first hop that we did, we concentrated on scrapbooking collections, and everybody in the hop showed how they stored and organized their collections. And so I did go into quite a bit of detail about how I am doing that and what I'm planning to do going forward. So this is one of the things that I use to store my collections. This is a Creative Memories Power Project folder. And what's really cool about this is it has the pocket in the middle that you can store all of your paper and all of your scraps. And so you can see here that I have some larger scraps. I also have the paper that I used to cut out the circles. And so you can just tuck all of your 12 by 12 papers as well as your larger scraps right there in the middle pocket. And then there are 3 pockets here where you can put different embellishments. And I had cut out some more of the cut apart here and have those pieces, and I just tucked that right in there inside that pocket along with the other things that I have. And on the back here they have 2 larger pockets. And one of the things that I did was I tucked in some of the larger skinnier scraps right here behind my 𝗬𝗏s. So I like being able to keep all of this together in one place, but it's organized and you can see it because you have everything stored in the different pockets. So I really like that. It's really cool. Okay, so I am going to definitely use some of the puffy stickers. I'm probably going to use some enamel dots, and let's go ahead and take out these stickers as well. These are the chipboard stickers. And then I don't think I'm going to use puffy stickers because I think I'm just going to use this for my title, which is I've been good, or I don't know what my title is going to be. I might use the 𝗬𝗏s, but I'll just leave them in there for now. I might use some of the these stickers here. I have a hard time using cardstock stickers, but I'm going to try to incorporate some of these because they're really cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and start putting the layout together, and we're going to follow along with the sketch. I have all my stuff to add some embellishments. I'm going to challenge myself to go as quickly as I can because I'm a really slow scrapbooker. It takes me forever to make a decision, and I've been trying to go faster with my layouts, and some of my more recent layouts are some of the most favorite layouts I've ever done. And I just tried to put stuff down on the page and just glue it down and not move it around as much. And I really am enjoying that I don't have to spend as much time scrapbooking and I'm still getting a very good result. So I'm going to try to challenge myself to not, you know, go crazy with playing musical embellishments and just moving stuff around and around and around. Because a lot of times my first instinct, wherever I put something, that's where it ends up anyway. So I'm just wasting my time by moving it from one place to another on my layout. So if you do that, you're the kind of person that when you're scrapbooking, you can't make decisions. You want to move stuff around and you just spend a lot of time doing that. I would challenge you to maybe try to just use your first judgment or your instinct of where you think it should go on your layout and just stick with that and see how your layouts come out. You might be surprised and you might find that, you know, you do better with just, you know, not overthinking it too much. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. And what I'm going to do first is I think I want to try to attach these two pieces together. I'm going to use a trick that I learned from my friend 𝗬𝗵𝗆𝗃𝗏. And Joanne recently reached 1,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel. Actually, I think she's way higher than that. So she's doing a lot of videos over there. And if you haven't checked her out yet, you definitely should. Because she does gorgeous layouts and she has some really awesome ideas. I've actually learned some really awesome tips and techniques by watching what she does. And I think that's something that's really fun about watching different people scrapbook is you can learn a lot of different things from different people, from watching different people. Okay, so what she does when she's trying to glue or join two pieces of paper together that are large is she will take some double-sided sticky tape and put it around the edge. And then you just peel up a little bit of the release paper and then fold it down so that you have the stickiness on each corner. And then when we flip this over and set it down, it's not, you can see it's not trying to stick anywhere. If I was to take all that tape off, I would have a really hard time because it would be sticking all over the place. But we're just going to line this up as best we can and stick it down. Let's see. I'm just going to press the corners. And then once you have the corners pressed down, you can just peel the release paper away. And isn't that super easy? Usually I struggle with trying to get this down and then I have to keep pulling it back up because it's not on there straight. And then I end up torturing my poor paper. And my layout usually looks really bad because when you put it on Cricut and you're having to try to peel it up, then you start getting creases in it and wrinkles, and it's not a good situation. Okay, so now that we have that there, I'm just going to use my ATG. This is another way you can do it. And I'm going to do that for this one because it's just one big piece. Part of the reason why I do the technique with the double-sided sticky tape like that is because I'm actually using this very thin paper and it's a frame. So if it doesn't get stuck down there good, it's a problem. Okay, so we're just going to take this and put it in the middle here. Did I want this in the middle or did I want it over a little bit? Okay, so I'm going to just take this and put it in the middle here, I think. And I'm going to use my T-square ruler for this. Now I have the ATG on there, but as long as I don't press down on it, I should be able to lift it back up pretty easily if I didn't get this on there straight. So we're just going to take the T-square ruler and see if I have this lined up correctly. And it looks like I got it on there straight going that way. Let's check this one. I can't believe I got that on there straight. Okay, that's good. All right, so we're good with that. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is to go ahead and put this piece on there. I'm also going to put this one, and you can see right here, I have this Make-A-Wish. I want to make sure that my photo is directly under that and not covering that up. And then I'm also going to put this over here. And when I was looking at this earlier, I realized that this fits perfectly in the dots. And so I'm going to go ahead and just stick that down in there because I know that's where that's going to go. And that was just a happy accident. I didn't plan that. but it's super nice sometimes when your paper helps you with your design and you can just line stuff up with the paper. Okay, let me get this over just a little bit. Okay, so that was pretty easy to line up because I'm just going along with the paper. Okay, and then you can see that my actual picture is going to fall off the page, but isn't this cool because it also lines up with the dots. So I'm not going to put any adhesive on the end of the picture, but I'm going to put it on the top and the middle. And we're just going to go ahead and glue that down. I'm not putting a ton of adhesive because sometimes you might want to tuck things under, and I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to do that. So later, if I want to make sure that that gets adhered a little bit better, I might go back and just add some liquid glue there. Okay, let's see if I can get this on there straight. Okay, that looks good. All right, cool. All right, now this piece right here is going to go across the bottom, and just like this. And I think I'm going to have that meet up, but the photo is going to overlap this just a little bit. But this is going to just be like that, okay? I don't exactly know where this is going to go until I figure out my circles. So let's just go ahead. We're going to put, let's see, look back here at the sketch. We're going to put a circle up here, and we're going to cut that one off. And then we're going to have a circle down here on the corner. So let's see, we're going to put this one up here. I'm going to do this one first. Oops. And let's go ahead and put this one up here. Maybe about right there. I do also want to put this little one here. Now I need to cut probably a little bit more off of this and do some fussy cutting. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. One of the tips, I always have trouble cutting things in a straight line. And one day I was watching somebody's video, and I can't really remember whose video it was, but they said if you, instead of watching where you're cutting, watch the end of your scissors, and you can do a much better job because, you know, if you're not watching the end of the scissors, then you don't know where you're going. I thought that tip was really helpful. It does really help me to try to see if I can get this a little bit more even. I'm not very good at going in a straight line. I've never been very good at going in a straight line. Cutting things, sewing things, I'm really bad at it. But this does help if you just look at the end of your scissors instead of the beginning, or like where you're cutting. Then you can do a better job with cutting things out, especially when it's like a straight line. Okay, so we're going to put that up here. And then I have my little circles. I definitely want to put the circle up here at the top. I want to make sure that I have enough room and that everything kind of looks good with my placement. I might move this over just a little bit. It's one of the things I love about using this ATG is until you press it down, it doesn't really stick too much, and so that you have a little bit of time to lift it up and it doesn't really tear your paper for the most part. I have had where it tears my paper. Just depends on the paper sometimes, I think. Okay, so you can see here the reason why I moved it over is I wanted to make sure that it didn't look awkward in the corner there, and so we're going to go with the placement there of that. Okay, so now that I have figured out where this circle goes, I can decide what to do with this paper here and how far up on the layout I want it to go. And then we'll see how much room we have at the bottom for... okay, so I think we're going to go... I like that this lines up with the edge here because if I move this over, it kind of looks weird. So I think I am going to line that up with the edge of the paper there. We're going to have this go all the way across. Okay, so now we have this other circle, which I am going to end up covering up part of this. Let's see, do I want to go maybe under here like this? Maybe like that. I think that looks cute. Okay, so I glanced up to look at my monitor and I realized that I had stopped recording. I guess the phone on my battery died. I thought it was fully charged when I started, but I guess it wasn't. So I had to take a little bit of a break and go charge up my phone. But the only thing that you missed was that I glued down this piece here and then also the border strip. And now I'm just going to go ahead and add this circle in. And I think I'm just going to leave it here for now and not glue it into place because I'm not sure what else I'm going to put there. Okay, and so we have this up here. I'm going to put this little circle. I'm going to use another one, I think over here on this card, and then maybe a couple of these down here at the bottom. Okay, so one of the things that I like to do is to overlap areas like this. Kind of creates a little space that is nice to cover up. And then also, if I'm going to overlap embellishments like this, I like to put the first one down flat, and then the second one we're going to pop up with some foam tape. So let's go ahead and do that. My favorite foam tape to use is this Scotch 3M foam tape. I love this stuff. It's just really easy to work with. I find that the release paper peels off really easily. I like that it's not super, doesn't get super gummy or sticky when you're working with it. It's easy to cut with the scissors. And I do like using the scissors with the, that it won't stick to. What do you call that? I can't remember. But with the Teflon or the, it's like a coating on there. Okay, so I'm going to add some foam tape to that one. I think I'll actually add some foam tape to this one as well. Let's pop this one up. And we'll just go ahead and add a little bit to here. Circles are a little bit more of a challenge because you have to kind of make the foam tape fit on there. But it doesn't take too long to do. I'm just trying to do this as quickly as I can. Okay, so we have that there. I think I'll leave this flat to the page, and because we have that one popped up. Let's go ahead and pop this one up as well. But you know, instead of using the foam tape, what I'm going to do, because it's overlapping this, I don't know if you can see how that's kind of popped up, because there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets of paper behind this. And so I think what I'm going to do is just add foam tape to this side, or I could just add some cardstock. So if you have scrap cardstock, this is a really good technique to use. If you don't have foam tape and you don't want to invest in foam tape, you can still add dimension to your layout by just using pieces of cardstock and just gluing them onto the back of your embellishment. So what I'm going to do, because I know that there's, so I have, this has 1 layer, this has probably 3 layers, and then we have nothing here. So I'm going to kind of do a layered approach here, and I'm going to use some liquid glue. And this has been sitting out without the pen, so let's see if it comes out or not. Nope. I'll left the pen out again. This glue is really good about not clogging up, but if you leave it unopened like that, then it does get clogged a little bit. So I just like to put another pen in there. And I bought these pens. These are quilting pens I got from Joann's. They're stainless steel, so they don't rust. You don't want to just use any pen, because then you'll get rust in your glue, and it will, yeah, you won't, it'll discolor the glue. And this glue dries clear, so if you get rust in there, it's going to color the glue red or pink. So you definitely don't want to use a pen that will rust. And this size is the 28, so 1 3/4 inch length. And this will fit inside of this bottle with the Barely Art precision craft glue. And I'm always losing my pens, and so I actually shared those with a friend. I didn't use all of those for myself. I shared those with my crafty friends who all use the same glue. We're always losing our pens, so I just actually dumped those into my drawer by mistake. Oh well, I'll have to fix that later. Okay, so back to adding dimension using the cardstock here. I'm just going to figure out the direction for this, and this is the side that we need the extra dimension on, so that this sits right on our page. Okay, it's going to start working again. So I'm just going to add these cardstock pieces with some glue, and you can do this for anything to add dimension and make things sit properly on your page. And then, so that is the same level, but I need this to be popped up a little bit more. So I'm just going to keep adding to the side here. And maybe I'll do 5 on the side and then 3, because I do want to have a little bit more dimension from the layout, but I also need to add some extra for that side. So this does take a little bit longer than using the foam tape sometimes, depending on how many layers of cardstock you need to actually add. But it really does do a good job. If you don't have foam tape, you can use that instead, and you can see how well that worked. It's level on the page because I added the extra there, although I could maybe add a little bit more because it's a little bit wobbly still. It's also a good way to use up your scraps of cardstock. Okay, so that's good. See, it's not, it's sitting flat on this side as well as that side. And so yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and start gluing stuff down. So let me attach, oops. So let me attach this first. I'm not going to spend too long deciding. We're just going to stick this down here. And then I'll peel off the foam tape, and you can see how easy this foam tape is, because I really don't have fingernails at all. Yeah, I can't grow fingernails. As soon as I get fingernails, they just break. And I tried those, what do you call those? The ones that, the fake ones that you can get at the nail salon. And then I couldn't do anything. It was actually really bad because I felt like I couldn't do anything, and I kept hitting them on things, and it was really painful. And then when I got them taken off, it really hurt. It really messed up my nails really bad. So I never wanted to try that again. So I just okay with not having nails. Okay, so we're going to put this down, and I'm making sure that my words are going the right way. And I'm going to put this one here. And then I want to put this one right about there. So we'll go ahead and take the foam tape off the back of this one as well. And I'm just going to, now I actually did, it has like a little bit of color here. It's not really, it is a perfect circle, but because it has like almost like a little bit of a pink, it looks like I didn't cut it out properly. But we're going to cover that up, and I will put that right there. Okay. So this is going pretty well. Oh, and look, I found my pen. Okay, or was that the, no, that's the new pen. Never mind. I still haven't found the original pen, but we're going to stick this back in here so that our glue doesn't get clogged up. All right, and then so you can see from the sketch, we're pretty good as far as like everything that they did in the sketch, but I like to add a little bit more embellishments. I like a lot of different types of embellishments, and using puffy stickers, enamel dots, and things like that really add to a layout, I think. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at these chipboard stickers first, and let's see if there's anything on here that would work on this layout. Let's see, what do we have? It's really cool we have more circles. So would that fit anywhere? I could put that right here. That'd be cute. The only problem is I don't like that it's touching that right there, so I might move this down. See, now this is my problem. When I have stuff like this and I put stuff down, then I decide to add something else, I'm like, oh, I want to move that. And then it's a problem because it's all stuck. But if you're going to rip something off of your layout, I'm going to give you all a tip. One of the things you want to do is you want to rip from the layout, you want to rip toward the center so that you're not going to tear anything out from around it. If you rip from the edges towards the center, you might rip the paper underneath, but I'm going to cover it back up. But you won't rip anything around it, which would be harder to cover up. Okay, so we want to put this sticker on there. We're just going to shift everything down just a little bit. So let's see. I'm going to make sure I have room to put this there. So I want that to go about right there, so there's a gap between the picture and that. And then we'll put this back down. Okay, let's go ahead and tuck this back under. I want to make sure that I do cover up the ripping in the paper that I had there. And then we'll put this back down. Okay, so now that I have the circle on here, I think I'm going to go ahead and glue that down because it's kind of popping up a little bit. And I really want that to stay down. So I'm going to add some glue under here and all around the edge. And we're just going to go ahead and glue that circle down. And part of the reason why that's popped up, it looks like that went under the circle instead of on top. All right, and then we're just going to add this one back in. Okay, I think that's really cute. Makes like a little cluster there with those 3 circles. Oh, that was a challenge, wasn't it? That's always the thing is, if you stick stuff to your layout and then you change your mind, then that's, you know, can get a little bit, of a challenge there trying to get it back up. I think this is really cute, so let's just stick that down right there. All right, I think that's pretty much all I see to use on this chipboard. Let's take a look at the stickers and then we'll look at the puffies. So here are the stickers. These are the cardstock stickers. And let's see what we have. I'd like to add something to this cluster up here. And we have this blue. I like to also kind of mix up the colors. So I added red, now I have blue here. The only thing that bothers me about this sticker is that it has this arrow going down, which is not pointing to anything. So I'm not sure I want to put it there. And I don't want to cover that up. But I could put it on the picture. So one of the things that's interesting about this picture is you have these chairs in the background. So that's something I wouldn't mind covering up. So let's go ahead and just stick this sticker down right here in the corner. I want to make sure I get this lined up because if I don't, I'm not going to be able to peel it back. Okay, I didn't get it lined up. And it's going to stay on there because, yeah. I think it just looks a little crooked because there's like an angled line there. I think I did get that sticker on there straight. It's just an optical illusion there with the picture, the way that is going. That kind of stuff drives me crazy. I like everything to line up. Okay, but I think that's cute. I like that. This is the magic of the season. And then let's see what else. We have this little red sticker here, so I can add some more red. That was really weird. It didn't come away from the release paper. The release paper got stuck on there. Okay, let me see if I can get this apart. That's very strange. I've never seen that happen before. Okay, so I could just tuck this under. I would lose the hello, but you would still see the Christmas time. I think that's really cute. We're just going to go with it. I like kind of the repeating the circular element. I think that's really cute. So by using the circle stickers, we're kind of repeating the circles around the layout. Okay, what else do we have on here? I'd like to add something else down here. Maybe a puffy sticker. Let's see what puffy stickers we have. Okay, I have not used any of these yet, so let me go ahead and open up this package. I like to cut on the side, on my right side. And I like to do it all on the right side because that way I know what side is open. Because when you're looking at this, it doesn't look like it's open. It looks like it's still sealed, but I know if I do this with my hand that I can get in there and pull this out. And so I always like to do it on the same side. Okay, so I want to add something down here, maybe something blue. One of the things that's nice about the transparent background is you can kind of look at it before you decide what you want to use there. I don't know. I'm not feeling any of that stuff. Okay. I think this little candy cane is cute. Where would that go? Because I put that up here. Okay, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be doing that. Okay, can't use that. Okay, I want to try to move as quickly as I can and not spend too much time. So I think we'll go ahead and put this up here. I think that looks really cute. And then maybe could I put this holiday vibes over here? I'm not sure. That kind of looks a little weird to me. I'm not really feeling that at all. So could I put I like this though. Could I put it somewhere else? Nope. I don't know. That's just not, it doesn't seem like it's fitting anywhere on this layout. I have a little bit too much blue over there. I could do some green. Let's try to put some green up here. And maybe I'll just pop that right there. Yeah, that doesn't look good. I'm so terrible with making this decision. I'm sorry. And I don't like that either. This is terrible. Oh my goodness. What about a tree? You could put the Christmas tree up there. No, don't like that either. Okay, maybe we can put the Christmas tree down here. See, this is, okay, I promised myself I would not do this. So I'm just going to stick that down there. I'm going to put this back over here. And then I really would like to put something up here. I'm just not sure what would go there. Let's try the puffy stickers again, or maybe the stickers. What other color could we use? Do we have anything on this one? Could try a star. Oh my goodness. Everything I'm doing is covering up the words here, so that's what I'm struggling with a little bit. And so yeah. Oh. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this up. I am going to put this here, and then I'm going to pop this up with some foam tape. It's just, sometimes, you know, that's one of the things about just sticking things down. You don't get an opportunity to play as much, and then it makes it harder to add things into your cluster. So although I want to get things stuck down as quickly as possible, I think I'm kind of limiting myself by doing that without really getting some of my clusters kind of together. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a double amount of, I'm going to double this up and make it popped up a little bit more than what's there. So let's give that a try and see if that helps this to stand out a little bit more in that cluster there. Okay, so now we're able to overlap that, and I really like how that looks. And it makes it nice because you have the overlap and I'm not covering up anything. I can still see the words, and then I have this little piece tucked in, and so it gives me that really nice cluster there with those circles. I'd like to do a little bit more with this layout, but I'm not sure what else I would like to do. But let me go ahead and just make sure that's in the right spot, and I'll press that down. And I really think it's cute. I don't want to do too much embellishments, but I do want to maybe do just a little bit more with this here, and see if we can add just maybe, I don't know, just something about this is not working out as well as I would hope. And I don't have room to put anything on this side. If I do it here, it covers it up. I could extend this cluster down over here. I like things to kind of be in a cluster together. It just makes me happy. I don't know why. Let's see what else we have on this one here that we can add. Kind of tie everything together. Okay, so I really need another circle, and I'm not finding anything over here that I like. I want to put one more circle here. So I think what I'm going to do is go back to my paper that I used where I punched out all those circles, and I'm just going to cut out a circle that I think would look good there, and just do that. I think that would be better than trying to just sit there and fiddle around with the different circles that are on these sticker sheets, and it's not really what I want. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure out what we can put there. I kind of like this circle here with the North Pole. It's kind of in the middle of the paper, but I don't really see anything else that would work that's closer to the edge. So I guess we're going to have to go for that one there, because this is the same one that I have already. This is kind of like a pink color, and I think that's going to be probably the best bet for this. So we're just going to have to cut around this so that I can get to that circle there. And then we'll take the pinch, and I'm just going to line it up, get that right in the middle. And while I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and cut this one out just in case maybe that would work better. It's got red and blue. Okay, let's give this a try. We'll try these circles here. So I don't think I like that one as much as I like this one. And I think what I'll do is just tuck that one in right there. I'm just going to glue it in. We're not going to change our mind. I'm just going to glue it right there, and we're going to be done with it. Because I am ready to get this layout finished so I can get this videoed in, so I can get it up on my YouTube channel. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do is add some enamel dots. I think adding enamel dots is just a lot of fun. It adds just a little bit of extra to the layout. Just kind of a finishing touch. So what did I do with my enamel dots? Here they are. Okay. So let's see what kind of colors we want to use. I think the dark cream would be really pretty, and I think I'm going to start up here. Let's just go ahead and do one here, and then maybe a red one, and then the light blue. I usually like to add 3, and it doesn't have to be together. I'm okay with having it like that, but just 3 in different random sizes. So we'll do a medium green down here, and then a large red one, and then the small blue, since that's the only one we have. And then the last place I'm going to put the enamel dots is maybe either here or here. So I don't have any more of those blue ones. I do have a lighter blue, but I really like this blue, so we're just going to stick with the little blue here. We're going to put a small red one, and then the big green. Sometimes what I like to do is tuck it under, and Let's see if I move that one over, if I could just tuck that under. That's kind of cramped right there. Could put it over there, but that's, I might go ahead and put it up here instead. I just don't have enough room down there to add all of that. Okay, let's see. Do we like that? I think I'm good with that. When I put my enamel dots down, I don't like to press too hard because I like to be able to move them if I decide that I want to do that. And I think I might move this one here. Okay, then we're going to do this test. I'm going to turn it up like this so that I can actually see it and see if I really like everything that I've done here. And I like everything, I just don't like that. So let's see if we can do this a little bit better. I've got this paper right here, which is kind of getting in my way. All right, let's see if we can tuck that one up under there. Something about this is just off. Okay. It's like off balance for some reason. I drive myself crazy. I'm such a perfectionist. Oh, and I lost a dot over here because I was messing around with that. All right, that's a little bit better. I just kind of want to extend this cluster here going in this direction. I think that that would make it a little bit more balanced. So that's what I'm looking for as I'm looking at this, is trying to make everything more balanced. And I think we're getting there. Okay, I think I like that much better. Okay, I think we're finished. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. I think this layout probably took me about an hour and a half, and that's really good for me. So I'm really excited and happy to be finished with this layout. I think it came out really good. I think it's super cute. I love this picture of my niece and my sister's dogs. I like this collection a lot from Pinkfresh Studio. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this layout came out. So y'all have to let me know if you like this type of video. I can try to see if I can do this sometimes, because I want to try to challenge myself to do my scrapbooking a little bit faster, and to maybe get some of that just kind of more of a live video where I'm talking, chatting, and scrapping at the same time. I may not always be able to do that. It's going to depend on the layout. I still like to do some layouts where I take a long time. Maybe I'm doing mixed media or stitching, and those layouts I probably would have to do a fast forward with a voiceover. But I'd like to do some more simple layouts like this, where I don't have to spend as much time editing my video footage and recording voiceovers, because those types of videos really do take a lot of time. And so I would say, if you watch people on YouTube, that just recognize the people on YouTube, your favorite YouTubers, whoever they might be. It would be nice to, you know, have you go out and put comments on their videos, just showing your appreciation, because it is a lot of work to create videos for YouTube. We don't really get paid a lot for it. And because everyone really needs encouragement, and I think that it's good to do that, to take the time to do that. And this is something I really want to start doing more. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I don't always put comments on the videos because I'm watching on television, and in order to put a comment on there, I have to go find that video on my computer or my phone and then try to put a comment. But I do want to start doing that more, just because I think it's important to let people know that you really do appreciate their hard work. So I would just say, if you're watching someone's video and you're really enjoying what they're doing, take some time to just leave a short comment and yeah, you don't have to do it on my video. Just whoever you're watching that inspires you or you like what they do, yeah, just take the time to leave them a comment. And yeah, I think that's super awesome, especially someone just getting started. I think there's people that are just getting started that are just starting their YouTube channel. They don't have many subscribers and maybe not many views. I think that that's where it's really nice to leave comments, because people need the encouragement to continue going forward with it, because it does take quite a bit of time to create the videos. It's a lot of hard work, and I think everyone out there really needs to hear that they're, you know, what they're putting out there is people are watching it and, you know, liking it. Okay, well, with that said, that's all I have. I do have a short video clip of my two dogs, Bella and LilyBelle, that I'm going to share with you guys. I'll put it at the end of this video, and I'll do some close-ups and share that with you as well. And that's one of the things that sometimes I'm watching some scrapbook process videos, and the person will, you know, do the entire process, and at the end they just end the video, and I'm just like, wait, I want to see your layout. Can you show us a close-up and, you know, hold it up to the camera? I want to get a good view of what you did. So I always like to do that in my videos, to show y'all a close-up. So I'm going to do that here just so y'all can see a close-up of everything that I did on this layout. This is a very simple layout, but I think that it's came out really good. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. Okay, well, that's all I have for you guys. I hope y'all have an awesome weekend, and I hope to see you next time. Bye now. Hey, my girls, what y'all doing? Are y'all being good? What you're in my craft room for? Oh, okay. Can you say hi to the YouTube people? And what else? Yeah. And what you been up to? Okay, you've been busy. You've been chasing squirrels? Yeah. And what else? Okay, taking naps. Mm-hmm. And you want a treat now? Yeah, Bella's got a lot to say. Okay, you got lots to say? Say it's really late and she didn't get her treat. Okay, let me talk, okay? She didn't get her treat because I fell asleep. I was taking a nap. Yep, because I had a colonoscopy today. Yeah, and you didn't get your treat. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm awake now and I can give you a treat. Would you like a treat? You would? Okay. All right, let me grab one. Okay, I have some heart cookies for you guys. What are you going to do for this treat, huh? Are you going to... Oh, Bella's going to do a down. Can you do a sit? LilyBelle, sit. Bella, sit. Oh, good job. All right, LilyBelle, sit. Good job. Is that a good cookie? You are so funny. All right, you want another cookie? You do? Okay. Okay. Can you do it down? Good job. LilyBelle, down. Down. Good girls. Y'all are so funny. Okay. All right, well, I guess that's all we have. Y'all take care. Hope y'all have an awesome weekend, and we hope to see you next time. Bye now.